What's up, guys? It's Scar here from theScore eSports here with several members of P1 who just won their second consecutive victory in the LCS. Looks like it's all up here from now. Gate, Zig, what do you guys think about that win?
You can answer.
I had a great time. It's really fun to win.
I mean, I feel like we just played normally, actually. We didn't try anything like out of the ordinary. And I mean, it went to 3 games, but I think we showed we were the cleaner team, I guess. Yeah, but I thought that was a good series to win. Or like we were kind of expected to win too. So I think going into it, we're just feeling pretty confident.
So it's really strange for me. From the outside looking in, I think every team in the league has banned Shen against you guys. Like just consistently, you guys draw the most Shen bans of any team. But this series, you guys Shen all 3 games, and you even got, I feel like, your best comp Shen Hecarim to the 3 wins. What do you really think about how the drafts went these games?
Yeah, they just hate banned some stuff that we ran versus Apex, I guess, and kept the same bans throughout the entire series. I thought, yeah, we played what we were comfortable on. As Gates said, like we literally, that's like just normal for us. Like Shen Hecarim is something we're pretty rehearsed on. We're pretty comfortable on it. And yeah, a lot of teams choose to ban it, but Echo Fox just didn't. So we were happy with what we got, like with what we exchanged draft wise, and yeah, we won out. It was good.
So I have to ask, you guys did lose 1 game in this series. The first game, I thought that Echo Fox played a really good 1-3-1. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about that game?
Yeah, actually, I thought game one they just played well. We tried to react to them a lot, and then we made some split decisions, and then they just pressured us in 3 lanes, and we just crumbled. I mean, we don't want to do that at all, but it feels bad losing the first game. But after the game, I just thought like, okay, they played pretty well, but there are some good things in that game for us too. So moving into game two, we can easily take the series because we always win game two actually. So we're like, we've never gotten a game one win. We're like, all right, let's just get that game two and
It looks like you guys are already prepared mentally to be able to lose 1 game out of 3. So that's really good. What do you think about Braum? I saw you play Braum all 3 games. Actually, you're with someone who played Shen all 3 games. So what do you think about Braum, and what do you think about Shen?
I think right now for supports, Braum is definitely one of the stronger picks. There's generally, when it comes to support picks in general in the meta, there's usually a few that stand out a lot. And then there's not so much like compared to like mid lane or top lane, there's not so many counter picks or uh yeah, I just think the support pool is a little narrow, so I'm just happy to get the strongest one.
Yeah, I think Shen's just kind of blindable too, or at least the way that our team plays, and we're pretty well rehearsed with having Shen on our team. We've scrimmed a lot with it, and we're comfortable on the champion. So yeah, like if a team leaves it up, or if Echo Fox left it up in this series, we had enough preparation to pick it every time, and I like Shen. Yeah.
I have to ask, going from game 2 to game 3, you guys won with Hecarim Shen, and then you guys ended up winning again with Hecarim Shen and picking the exact same comp twice. What do you think happened there? Echo Fox kind of didn't really adapt during the draft. Did you feel like that was smart by them, that maybe they decided that they could take your comp again, or did you feel like they just messed up in the draft?
I think generally that game or that series, they're comfortable taking Jackson and Shen, and they're just thinking, okay, we should just win the split war when it comes to that. But we kind of adapted and like we picked some more engage. We picked like a Zir because we think he's like a pretty strong blindable mid too. And then I think they just screwed up their draft. Like they should have been more adaptive. We were kind of adaptive too. Like generally we didn't think too much about like first pick Ash, but we got a lot for it. And yeah, I just felt like this whole series like they're pretty tunneled on certain things. Like they just banned Twitch and Bard and Karma, and they didn't really think like what else is screwing them over.
When I think of Echo Fox, I think of a team that actually can't play Azir. So is it easier for you guys to draft around the player who constantly leaves up Azir and gives it to the opposing team?
Yeah, that was part of our thinking in draft as well. We knew looking at their drafts from the past that a zero was not going to be so much of a priority pick for them, and we're comfortable playing it as well. So, yeah, we just made some adaptations in pick ban.
What would you think? What would you say are the biggest improvements on your team? So going into the third week where you have your full roster and your second consecutive win, what's made these wins possible?
I think it's just general team synergy stuff, and I think we're getting smarter about draft and everything. Yeah, like we're just like we needed time to click, and we're getting that time now, and it's just like the standard like learning curve for a team. I think like we're a very new team at the start, and then week by week we're just steadily improving, and I think everyone's like morale's still pretty good, mindset's still good. So yeah, I think it's just overall we've made like improvements everywhere just as a team.
Um, I have to ask because I heard some news. You guys recently acquired a new Korean support, Fixer, who's actually in the States. I heard he was in the studio.
Yeah.
Can you talk about Fixer a little bit and why you decided to get a new player for that position? Because from what I understand, like I feel like you're playing pretty well, if not the best on the team, like second or third best on the team. Why was it that you guys only acquired a support and not another position?
Fixer is a player that we kind of looked at, and then we really thought that adding him to the team would be overall positive. There's not too many downsides at all. Yeah, we are taking a risk by adding a player we don't know too much about. Like, he hasn't played competitive in a while, but we just trust that our management makes a good decision. And so far, like I've been talking to him. He's just got a good attitude. I've learned some stuff about support from him. And overall, when he can play, once he gets his visa, I'll be like pretty happy to split some time with him because I think that's just good for the team, just having two players. Like C9 does it pretty effectively right now. So I'm just hoping we can get it to that point.
Are you guys looking for other players in other positions? For instance, do you want someone else for top lane to maybe trade time with Yuzig or someone else in mid or jungle?
We actually have top and mid subs already, Slushi and Brandini, and we split time with them in scrims, where it's like, it's up to Charlie pretty much if like who gets put in for each week or each scrim set as well. But yeah, I think adding more players will always help the team as long as there's like no resentment or anything, and everyone's still working together. So.
Do you feel like a better player because you're more motivated to play when you have that kind of competition?
Yeah, I think like I was on Team Liquid for a while. Like I boot camp with them Korea, and it was me and Lorlo. We were like fighting for the top position. Like I've been in a situation like I was on Academy when Quas was the main team top laner too. So I think like having like two people to bounce ideas off each other, like to 1v1 or to talk about matchups is always really good. And yeah, like there is a competitive aspect too. Like he could always take my job. Like Brandini, Shen's really good too. So I mean, yeah, like I think it's overall like a positive to have more, yeah, laners.
Well, tomorrow you guys play against CLG, and so what are your general thoughts going to the team? The team, I don't know if it looks on an upswing. He's kind of just okay. What do you think about CLG?
Personally, for me, I think in my whole like competitive career, I've never even taken a game off CLG. So it would mean a lot to me if we like fought alongside them and it was like a close game. And we're just looking at it, it might be a hard game, even though they're like also kind of lower in the standings to split. We're not gonna take them too lightly.
Yeah, we'll go in, we'll fight our best. I mean, last result we had against them wasn't too good, but we'll prep all of today. We've been prepping all week too. Hopefully we'll put up a good result tomorrow.
Well, do you have any final shout outs to your fans? Maybe any hopes for a 3-0 consecutive win?
Yeah, we're getting a lot more fans actually. People love rooting for us. I see them in the stands. I see them everywhere now actually, and even on like social media, all that. So I just like to say thank you guys for supporting us.
Yeah, it's great to finally win. Thanks for all the support and everything, everyone.
Well, hopefully P1 goes undefeated the entire last part of the split. This is Scarra from theScore eSports. You can find more content online, run on our mobile app. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.